We're back, Northwest.
On this week's episode, we'll cover the famous Pawmart.
We'll also be highlighting Mr. and Mrs. Northwest.
This week, we have a special bundle of spring sports for you.
Then we'll take a special look at some academic opportunities.
Stay tuned for all that and more on this week's episode of The Paw. Happy Friday, Northwest. Have you ever been wanting that early morning coffee but didn't have the time?
Luckily for you, the Northwest Pawmart has your back. Let's take a look at Finn's special scoop on the Pawmart.
Pawmart is our school store. We sell during zero block, 7:30 to 8:05.
It gives us hands-on experience with real-world technology.
The cash register that we use, Square, is used often at a lot of other businesses.
We use commercial-grade vinyl cutters. We use commercial-grade heat presses. Anything that we use is, you're gonna go out in the real world and you're gonna see it.
We were on an old Mac computer cart that sold like 12 things, and now we are fully functional. We sell over 100 items.
Special congratulations is in order to Mr. and Mrs. Northwest Rankin, Khaled Abusala and Alyana Littlejohn.
Khaled has been quite popular at Northwest as he has gotten 2 other recognitions as well with Madison Duval.
Listen.
It's an honor to be Miss Northwest. I just want to say thank you to all the people that voted for me, and it's definitely a great way to end off the senior year. Some of my favorite memories throughout this year was definitely the football games and also competing at nationals with the dance team for the last time.
You know, it was an honor knowing that a lot of students around me thought positively about me, and I can only say thank you for everybody that voted for me. My favorite memories?
Yeah.
You know, just making friends and just walking in the halls, seeing the people I know, just always having that interaction with someone that I know and just enjoying the time with them. And other than that, soccer. Soccer's always been a part of my life, especially these last recent years. I just enjoy the time with my guys. And it wasn't the best ending, but we made plenty of memories.
I feel that I am a very outgoing person. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people. And I really just love just laughing with people and just having a good time. So I feel like that's what went into me getting friendliest.
For me, it's just again, just friends has always been a big part of who I am, and just try to treat everyone equally and just be an accepting person over around, because if you invite others to you, they're inclined to come. So just always be nice to others.
Mr. Bennett has a special message about scholarship opportunities for you.
Let's take a look.
It's important for a couple of different reasons. One, obviously you're getting money for something that will benefit you down the road. You don't want to be tied down with student loans the rest of your life. And if you go to almost any college without scholarship money, you're going to be stuck with those student loans, and it takes a long time to pay those back. There's a website called Going Merry. They have tons of scholarships on there, and they're tailored to different things. I mean, there's some for males, some for females, some for juniors, seniors, different interests. We have a weekly update Mr. Harrington sends out that's got the scholarship information. We send emails out when we get different scholarships, so check your emails. A lot of y'all don't do that. There's also opportunities to go through if you're going to the workforce, where you can do tech school. Puckett Machinery has the Think Big program, where it's an 18-month program, and when you get through, you have a job there. Most of them require an application of some type, but there are some that require more, like an essay, and then there are others that you just fill out a form or you just send them an email. And usually the higher the amount, the more in-depth the application is. A lot of these scholarships are a check or cash money, and so yes, maybe your school is paid for, but maybe you can buy a laptop or you can buy books or something that will help you in your study. It's important to get as much as possible.
Now we're throwing into sports with Alexis.
The Northwest Rankin boys basketball team made history a few weeks ago by making it into the Big House for the second time and bringing home their first state championship trophy, defending its biggest rival, Brandon. The matchup was the first ever all-Rankin County final in the historic championship, and Bulldogs and Cougars of all ages packed the Mississippi Coliseum to witness this historic meeting. The Cougars ended the season with a 26-8 record on a 10-game win streak. The late season success was purely a team effort, but the Cougars were led by seniors Lavion Lindsay, MHSAA Scholar Athlete of the Year, and Brennan Brown, MVP of the championship game. We sat down with Brennan to talk about what this championship meant to him and his teammates. Here's what he had to say.
After that loss against overtime, We went in overtime against Terry, we lost. And we came back, he sat me down, you know, we had a little beef going, and he sat me down, and I apologized to the team. And after that, we all made goals. We all made team goals and individual goals to like help us get there, and it just went up from there. After we won district, I felt like we was gonna take it far, because we got that first round bye, and then we played, in the second round, we played like a team that wasn't that good. So I was like, yeah, we can really do something. And after that, it just started going up and up. It hasn't even hit me yet. like the rest of my life. Like, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna come back in the gym and I'm gonna see my picture on the wall. It hasn't even hit me yet.
Junior Jolly Hayes helped her and her team to the MHSAA Softball Championship Series last year. Unfortunately, the Cougars didn't walk away with the big trophy, but she and her teammates are determined to get back there this year. Coming into this week, the Cougars were 12-1 with their only loss to Germantown before the break. Hayes is already committed to the University of Southern Mississippi to play softball and was nominated as one of the top 20 left-handed pitchers in the nation. We caught up with Jolie Hayes to find out what motivates her and her team to be the best they can be on the field.
We just go to practice day in, day out, and we work every single day, and we just work in all aspects, and we just work harder, and we stay every day at practice. And even outside of our practice here at school, I go elsewhere and I practice with individual coaches. I'm very excited. I always kind of knew that USM is where I wanted to be, and I'm just very excited for the future.
Track season is in full swing, and the Cougar team is under new leadership this year. Northwest Rankin alumni Nigel Green returned home a few years ago to be placed where it all started for him. A football and track standout, Green has spent the last few years working with the Cougar football and track programs as the assistant coach. The reins of the track program were handed over to him this year, and we tracked him down to find out how it feels coming back to the place it all started for him. Well,
it's a fun thing being a part of a program, and now I'm taking it over. Just want to see these kids develop into the best athletes they can be, and I just want to turn this program into a powerhouse.
Well, that's it for sports this week. Back to you, McKenna and Ryan.
Before we go, we need to ask you a favor, Northwest.
Be sure to send in your promposal pictures and videos to @NorthwestRankinPaul on Instagram.
And that's it for this week.
Sure to follow all of our social media for updates, extra content, and the newest episode.
And we'll see you next time.